So you're spring chicken in this game, but you played 16 of 17 to this point. Physically, how's the body feeling? How do you feel right now?
Feel great so far. Weather's been cool in some places, but it's always good to get in some warm weather like it is here right now. So everything's been great to start the season. Body feels great. I'm ready to keep going.
See if he can keep it going tonight. Tanner Houck hoping the Red Sox.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today, we have the Red Sox playing the Rays in Tampa. It's our first game at the George M. Steinbrenner Field. So, well, first game that's not a spring training game ever at this stadium. Yeah, this stadium is the Rays stadium for at least this year. After during Hurricane Milton back in October, the roof of Tropicana Field ended up just blowing off and just totally got fucked. So that stadium is donezo, at least for the moment. And yeah, now we're playing at an outdoor stadium in Tampa. It's actually in Tampa now, too. It's not in St. Petersburg like Tropicana was. But yeah, one thing with the Rays is that like April and May aren't really like their rainy months in Tampa. So they're like moving most of like the most of their home games are being played like in the early part of the year. And then like June, July, August, they're really trying to not have as many home games. So they like moved around a lot of the home games actually. Changed the schedule a lot for the Rays to accommodate for that. Because, you know, summer in Tampa, I'd imagine the rain is really bad. Yeah, starting lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays tonight. Yandy Diaz leads off at DH. Brandon Lowe bats second at second base. Junior Caminero bats third at third base. Jonathan Aranda bats fourth at first base. Christopher Morel bats fifth and left field. Cameron Misner bats sixth in center field. Taylor Walls bats seventh at shortstop. Danny Jansen bats eighth at catcher. And Jake Magnum bats ninth in right field.
Keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft.
Hall of Fame. Didn't you live in space?
Starting lineup for the Red Sox, Sharon Duran leads off in left field.
When we started making furniture,
Rafael Devers bats second at DH.
That's when I found
Alex Bregman bats third at
their services.
bats third at third base.
Was set up the right way.
William Abreu bats fourth at right field. Trevor Story bats fifth at shortstop. Tristan Casas bats sixth at first base. Christian Campbell bats seventh in center field. David Hamilton bats eighth at second base, and Carlos Narvaez bats ninth at the catcher spot. So, no Ceddanne Rafaela tonight. Starting pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays is Shane Baz, who this season has a 1.38 ERA in 2 games played, has 16 strikeouts and 13 innings pitched. But last year was a better sample size. He had a 3.06 ERA in 14 games played, 69 strikeouts and 79 and a third innings pitched. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, Tanner Houck. He has played 3 games this year, has a 4.41 ERA. It has 10 strikeouts and 16 and a third innings pitched. Last year was a better sample size. He pitched a full season. Played 30 games, had a 3.12 ERA, had 154 strikeouts and 178 and 2/3 innings pitched. So he did really good last year. This year's been off to a bit of a rough start, but not even terrible, you know? Like, I'll take it. Yesterday for NASCAR, it felt like everybody went a lap down. Did everybody go? Like,
This team needs to cut down on the strikeouts, so see some pitches tonight.
I mean, that green flag run was like pretty much the entire second half of the race.
Meantime, it's Tanner Houck on the mound. We talked a lot about the sweeper. It has been his most consistent pitch this year. Does he need to get the whiff rate up? Does the swing and miss matter to Houck, or can he survive with just weak contact and getting ground ball out?
He's a contact pitcher. I think in this ballpark especially, he needs to rely on the movement at the bottom of the zone to keep the ball on the ground. You don't want him to elevate too much in this ballpark because we talked about once it does get in the jet stream, there's a good chance he's going to fly out of the park. You see his usage right there. He starts off getting ahead in the game with his fastball. Later on, second and third time around the lineup, you can tell that he uses his sweeper. That much more goes up from 35.8 to 42.4%. The split figure, the same thing, goes up a few percentage points. So again, get ahead with the fastball, switch it up second, third time around the lineup to make them just a little bit more comfortable in the box.
Meantime, Tristan Casas is getting us a little yoga pose here. Do we know the name of that pose?
I do not. I have no idea. I know tree.
Downward first baseman, I've been told, is the official name of that pose. Sox and Rays next on this.
I mean, yeah, there was only 9 cars on the lead lap at the end of the race yesterday.
I'm the league's greatest rebounder.
Hi, Chester. Aw.
Goldilocks didn't.
You're such a good boy.
He craved something tastier. First, he drove the Ram 2500 Rebel to pick up some dinner. Next, he took the Ram Charger deep into the woods to flex his artistic muscles. Then he fired up the Ram RHO for a little joyride. And they were all just right.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease RAV4, the #1 selling vehicle in America, for just $329 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wyndham
Yeah,
Rewards
first pitch is
earns
7:05 here.
With thousands of destinations, Wyndham rewards everyone. And we mean everyone.
Yeah, this
Every
stadium
state,
is the
every
spring
state,
training
every
home of the
Friends
New York
getaway,
Yankees.
every
They ended
three-night
up
every state without a fuss.
letting the
Every
Rays
handshake, every meeting
play
you take
here.
From every okay,
Which I'll give them
just
credit. It was
one
pretty
to
cool of
every
them to
going
be
on
so
the sun.
hospitable
With
and,
every state and every way, Wyndham rewards everyone.
you know, helping
Join
out,
Wyndham Rewards, the most generous
you know, an
hotel
opponent
rewards program
in need.
for everyone.
But baseball is one big family.
It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every
It's like
challenge you face and overcome.
there's some things that are
Is in you.
bigger than, you know,
It's
team-to-team
never
rivalries
in
and shit like
Rocket
that.
Protein. Never settle.
I honestly thought that the Rays were going to play at, like, Disney World. That's what I thought they were going to do. Or I thought they were going to play at the Blue Jays spring training place in Dunedin. Because there have been Major League games played there before.
The Tampa Bay Rays at Steinbrenner Field, the spring home of the Yankees, after Hurricane Milton smashed Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg months ago. It's the first of 3 in the Rays' makeshift home here in Tampa. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us. Dave O'Brien alongside my partner, Sweet Lou Merlone, and also Jemai Webster in just a couple of moments. Everybody says, Lou, the baseball is flying out of this ballpark. Good news for the Red Sox. Need some home runs, except Trevor Story swinging the bat.
He's been the most consistent player for you, really, in the last couple of weeks. You know, and quite frankly, Red Sox fans don't really know who the player is, right? It's been a very difficult year for 3 years for Trevor Story, but he's come out here in the last, look at the last 12 games. First in the team in hits, home runs, stolen bases. And by the way, he plays the defense too. But I think a lot of the talk is really more about what's behind him, right? And a guy like Marcelo Meyer, these are the 3 home runs, and he's hitting the breaking ball now. You know, there's still some swing and miss chase. There is with everybody. But if you hang a breaking ball, Trevor Story is doing damage. We've seen it all year long, catching up with the heater. And, of course, the consistent play at shortstop. Trevor Story's been really good for this team.
StatCast 3D is powered by Google Cloud. Garrett Crochet got close to a no-hitter yesterday. Tanner Houck has the assignment tonight. He was really good the last time out against Toronto. Red Sox and Tampa Bay. Game number 1 coming your way next.
Aw.
The most sacred thing in life isn't the path. It's the freedom to choose it. Freedom is the roar of one man's engine and the silence of another's. So choose, but choose wisely. Choose what makes you happy. My friends, my family, my work make me happy. This Jeep makes me happy, even though my name is.
At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under, or hitting that win with your crew. Oh, yeah, the defense. All the way up here with the same game parlay. Yeah. BetMGM's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sportsbook born in Vegas. Oh, these seats. Really?
Get up to a $1,500 new customer offer and bonus bets when you sign up now. BetMGM. Download and bet today.
Let's start bidding at $5 million. Thank you, sir.
These people of privilege hoarding the financial advantages for far too long.
0.5 in the back.
Look at them, unaware that Robinhood Gold members now enjoy the VIP treatment. A 3% IRA match on retirement contributions.
11 million, sir.
Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out and compete. It's the hypotheticals. What happens if this happens? What if it's a line drive? What if it's a ball in the gap? You're doing all kinds of possibilities so that when it happens, you can make the right decision. Making those key decisions at key moments and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage AI-powered finance solutions are helping business leaders like Cal Ripken Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
Tri-State Audi dealer today. By WB Mason, request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. Fubo, stream Nessun and more on Fubo. Try free at FuboT.com. Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox, and by BuyAToyota.com. Proffers not seen on TV. Visit BuyAToyota.com. Red Sox lineup brought to you by Plymouth Rock as they take on Shane Baz, the right-hander. They haven't seen a lot of him, but a couple of guys really like him. Alex Bregman's 5 for 7 off him. And Tristan Casas only 5 at-bats against him, but he has 2 home runs. Game number 1 coming your way. The Rays starter is Baz. He's 1-0, a 138 earned run average.
Can you go?
25 years old. He can really bring the heat. Twice last September, he faced the Red Sox. He won both of those games.
Go away.
He had 13 strikeouts in 13
Go
innings.
away.
All right, let's take a look at the Rays defense. Across the infield, Junior Caminero, he'll be at third base for Taylor Walls. At shortstop, Brandon Lau will be your second baseman, and Jonathan Aranda, he will be at first base. In your outfield, left to right, Christopher Morel's in left. Cameron Misner with Jake Mangum in right field, and old friend Danny Jansen doing the catching.
Look at the umpires tonight, presented by M&T Bank.
Getting ready to go here.
Malinsky has
Manny
the plate.
Gonzalez, the home plate
Morales
umpire.
innings on the bases. And we're ready for game 1. Jaron Durant to lead things off, hitting .229. Looking for that first
And
home
here's
run.
Jaron Duran leading off,
Red Sox
and
hoping there are a bunch of home runs that they'll hit in this series.
off we go.
Let's suck that one foul and out of play for strike 1.
Well, the warmer weather, right? Balls flying out of here. I mean, the last week, the bats have gone cold for the Red Sox. I'd like to see some quality at bats. You know, they made some hard contact out in Chicago, but the at bats have been quick. Make this guy work a little.
You can get it up to 100 miles an hour.
Strike
Bell
2.
98. You're exactly right about the home run ball here. There have been 31 home runs hit at Steinbrenner Field.
Timeout.
The only park with more is Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, and I heard it's kind of been inconsistent, even maybe from hitter to hitter. Some nights, I guess last series, anything barreled or actually missed to right field in the air was gone. Earlier in the year, that ball was held up.
0-2. And popped up and a short left. Morel.
And that'll be popped up, and that'll be caught for out number 1.
1 man out.
Christopher Morel catches that.
We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles.
You know, there's no third deck.
So up next is the DH Rafael Devers.
The wind is playing tricks on guys. The outfielders got to stay with balls. Once it gets above this level, the wind takes over, and they've been saying the balls have been taken off.
Rafael Devers is now hitting 234. He had a really rough start to this season, but has since moved in past that. Has a home run, 9 RBIs, 710 OPS, not great, but
next to the Red Sox dugout, so he can
it's definitely looking better
on potential moves throughout the game. Swing and a miss by Rafi.
Strike one.
The first question that Dick Vitale asked me tonight, we say he was coming to the ballpark, is Rafi swinging the bat again? Has he recovered from that bad start? And I said, well, he did for a while, and then he dipped again. Like a huge
strike 2.
Yeah, over his last 10. But it's not the way it looked in Texas.
So 1-2 right? Count here for Rafael Devers.
There's been a little cool off from Rafi. A little bit of cool off from a lot of guys this last week.
One, 2.
Well, Boz is a tough challenge here now too, right? Because it's 97-98. It's the top of the zone.
2-2 count.
16 strikeouts now combined in 13 innings and 2 starts. The fastball's going to be on top, and then that big 12-6 breaking ball. It's nasty. It's been big swing and miss pitch for him. So just when you lay off the heater up, he breaks that 12-6 off. It can freeze you or get you a swing and miss.
Bregman on deck. 2-2.
And that's strike 3.
Strike 3. 2 down in front of Bregman. Sox coming in at 8 and 9.
Here's Alex Bregman.
At 7, Yankees 8 and 7. Rays 7 and 8. The Orioles 6 and 9.
Newly acquired Alex Bregman.
Everybody bunched up early. As mentioned, Bregman 5 hits and 7 at bats against this right-hander. 2 doubles and a homer against Boz.
There's strike 1.
You saw that combo right there to Devers. Talking about fastball up. He plays the curveball down on it. Not like Pivetta that we saw when he gets rolling. He can do that as well in years past.
Chopper along third, but a foul ball.
It's fouled off.
Tampa Bay will certainly rely on their pitching to compete. Their ace Shane McClanahan was tuning up for a return from Tommy John when he left a game in spring training, right at the end of spring training, against the Red Sox. An arm injury. It was a nerve irritation. That was a big loss for them. He was going to start opening day for them.
Yeah, we had that game. Just kind of came off the field and
it's fouled off. Still 0-2.
But he's a great pitcher in this game. You want to see him healthy. You talk about how this team is still going to be pretty good.
Alex Bregman's hitting 290 this year.
The relievers have given it up here. Something we haven't really seen. It'll just be interesting following this team all year. Right, playing outside, all these home games. They're going to be on the road in July and August for the most part.
Almost entirely road games come that point of the summer for them. Bregman lays off a pitch downstairs. Alex 2 for 4 on Sunday. One and 2. Abreu would be next. Rolls that one to third, right along.
And that's going to be grounded out for out number 3.
In time, and that's all. Red Sox will dip 1-2-3 to start the night in Tampa.
Man, this is annoying. Man, this is annoying. Hello? Where's the broadcast? Yeah, I just got a blue screen. Oh, and they hit a home run. Great. Tampa Bay. Fucking hit a home run. Oh, there we go. All right, your audio. This is great. This is not the first time NESN's done this either. So yeah, they just hit a home run, but we missed it. There we go, we're back. Oh no, now they're just showing the away broadcast and no commentary. I'm guessing NESN is having technical difficulties, because they usually do. NESN kind of sucks. So Junior Camanero's in, 0-2 count to him. But it's already a 1-0 ball game as the home run got hit. Who hit that? What? It was Yandy Diaz. And then Brandon Lau lined out to second baseman Alex Bregman. So that was out number 1, and here's out number 2. But yeah, I guess we got no commentary. So 1-1 count to Jonathan Aranda right now. And that'll be grounded to second baseman Alex Bregman for out number 3. So that'll end the inning here, but the Rays do score 1 run there. Thanks to the home run from Yandy Diaz.
Goldilocks didn't crave porridge. He craved something tasty.
And we head to the second inning
First,
from
he
Tampa
drove
Bay.
2500 Rebel to pick up some dinner. Next, Next, he took the Ram Charger deep into the woods to flex his artistic muscles. Then he fired up the Ram RHO for a little joyride. And they were all just right.
Dear first place, the road to success is a slippery one, but Camry's all-wheel drive keeps a firm grip on quality. With hybrid efficiency, no wonder KBB named Camry a Best Buy, and America named Camry its best-selling sedan, Toyota Camry.
Snap up an incredible lease on the all-wheel drive Toyota Camry for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Choose one appetizer and 2 entrees. Applebee's famous 2 for $25 with new sizzling skillets and steak. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free, and our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
Safe light, safe light.
Steinbrenner Field in Tampa.
Here we go, we're back.
The Rays have the lead.
Got the
on
full
home
Nesson
run.
broadcast
We
back.
apologize for our technical difficulties, but back at 1-0 Rays on a first pitch swinging Yandy Diaz home run. The leadoff man hit it out to left center field off of Tanner Houck. The next 3 went in order, but 1 zipped the Rays. And Abreu leading off the second inning for the Sox. 0-1, he swings and misses.
And that's strike 2 to Wilyer Abreu.
Yesterday with a home run, how close sink 93.
Wilyer Abreu is hitting 340 on the year, has 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, has a 168 OPS, a point, 1,068 OPS.
Get me over sinker, and Yandy didn't let you do it.
He'll ambush a lot of guys. That's his 18th career leadoff home run. As you mentioned, on back-to-back days, did it against Atlanta yesterday. Abreu at 340 with 3 home runs. Trevor Story next, and Tristan Casas against Shane Baz. Flip foul back to the screen. Sox taking on this 25-year-old from Texas. Acquired from the Pirates in 2018, along with Glasnow, Meadows, and Archer. Look at the trade for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he was the player to be named later. Remember, Meadows had a couple really good years here. Glasnow, forget about it. And then, oh, by the way, a little throw-in late. This guy? I mean, he was really good last year as well. He had 14 starts, 3.06 ERA. He only gave up more than 3 runs in one of them. That was 4.
Big-time strikeout guy. Spoiled by Wilyer.
Changeup comes more into play against the lefties. Righties won't see it, but it'll be that 4-seam curveball slider. Swing and miss has really gone up. Last year kind of below average in K rate. This year not so much, 85th percentile.
2-2. In for first against the Pirates. Baz pitched a gem. 10 strikeouts, no walks in 6 innings. He won that game 7-0. They had him on the gun up to 100 miles.
So 2-2 count to Wilyer Abreu here.
And that's in there.
That'll be strike 3. That's some bullshit. That was on a strike.
Second punch. I'll go back to the Yandy Diaz first pitch swing and home run.
Back in the first, you saw this whole thing started. Trying to get away with a little sinker, end up middle inner half. When we talk about the ball flies out of this ballpark, well, when you get one on 7.5, 415 feet, I think it was leaving no matter where we were.
These, by the way, the exact same dimensions as Yankee Stadium. Foul fouled away by Trevor Story. He's looked very good.
And Trevor Story, telling his stories coming into the game. 3.08 ERA, 3 home runs this year, 8 RBIs. Been really consistent this year. Hoping to continue that tonight.
Yesterday he said, actually, which one? He was hitting the ball so hard all day. Did hit a blast as well. The double
1-1 count here.
Might have been kept in the ballpark because of the wind. But the Red Sox actually hit the ball very hard throughout the day. Did not score a ton of runs. Had just enough in the end. But that a promising sign.
The pitch, and that'll be
tried to hold up, couldn't do it.
Strike 2.
Yeah, the offense is what it is, right? I mean, they're getting the opportunity.
Tried to check swing it, but
they're not doing a good job.
Right around.
MLB worse. Actually, the last 7, they hit like a $127 with guys in scoring position. They weren't leaving the yard. It was hard. They hit the ball hard. You get nothing for it.
Yeah, only 14 runs in the last 7 games.
And too many strikeouts. We know that. I mean, you're averaging about 11 a game.
1-2.
Fouled off.
Make contact. Got to make better contact. Those are such empty possessions.
Quote our boy Eck. I mean, they punch out 11, 12 times to stay in shape. Right? The game.
Now that gets old. 1-2. And he is going to strike out. But he contained himself. 3rd strikeout for Boz in the first 5 hitters.
So Trevor Story will strike out there. Out number 2.
7 up in the zone. Kind of thinking maybe heater up and away, and then just bottom just drops out. Get that pitch up. More importantly, when you get a good fastball to hit, you can't miss it.
Tristan Casas now 185, just the 1 home run. It's only 314 down that right field line. And he does have a couple of home runs against Boz in his career. It is nice to be where it's sunny and warm again. Everybody in the Red Sox.
That's strike 2 to Tristan Casas.
Loving getting up this morning.
Tristan Casas is off to a pretty slow start this year, too.
Did feel good.
Hitting 185.
An hour and a half down at the pool. We got a little too much sun. I just needed it, right? You just kind of needed that warmth.
A lot of the Red Sox were enjoying that today, including Tristan Casas. Here's the 0-2. Down and away.
He was out there getting his vitamin D, his energy. You know, with 2 strikes, he kind of widens out. He gets rid of that little crouch and feet closer together. See him a lot wider, a little bit lower.
See if he gets something to drive that time. That went his way.
Yeah, it did. Almost like he ducked underneath it. Mitch, it's a big break, a real 12-6 from Boz. You can throw it up there. You can still get the plate. That one might have.
Yeah, the umpires give up on it sometimes.
Here's a 2-2 pitch, and that'll go around. That'll be strike 3.
We saw a lot of those. Boz strikes out 3 in a row.
Once again, tried to check it, but just couldn't.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
The average dog only lives to be 10. That's 10 birthdays, 10 first summer swims, 10 annual camping trips. At the Farmer's Dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly made food comes pre-portioned, just for your dog. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
Taxes. What's tax? Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free?
TurboTax Free Edition. 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get the most money back guaranteed.
We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped. There's got some more winners. We cannot be finished. We won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block. We double the pop. We come in the ball.
Underway here in the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Tampa Bay, and we are delighted to have Garrett Crochet with us on a headset.
Garrett Crochet on the headset, nice.
Garrett, is so much fun.
He pitched really well yesterday. Pitched 7 1/3 innings. Only gave up 1 hit.
Yeah, feeling good. You know, most importantly, recovery was good overnight. So, yeah, just looking forward to the next one Saturday.
Garrett, you know, the swing and miss you had in your 4-seam fastball, I think it totaled your other 3. Was that the best feel you had for it?
Yeah. I don't know if it was.
Oh, wow. What a great play by David Hamilton there. Oh. No, it's not going to be out. He's not going to make the play, but man, he dove for that. He got that. That was a very athletic play there.
This is you. Coming, throwing your heater, challenging.
110% effort on that play.
Yeah, I felt like my mechanics were timed up well. So it was, you know, even the ones that were 94, 95, I felt like were exploding out. And, you know, once I started ramping it up later in the game after previously establishing it at a lower velocity, I feel like it helped it play up even more.
No hitters now. They're so tough to finish off, but it just looked like you had a no-hitter on that day from like Jump Street, first couple of strikeouts. How much do you think about that during the course of the game?
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about it. It was on my mind. You know, I felt like I had the stuff that day to get it done. Made some pitches that I could have gotten burned on, and there were some good defensive plays. Kind of, we were just positioned right where we needed to be. And then besides that, I felt like I was just in control throughout the game. You know, ultimately it came down to one pitch, and I'd throw it again if I had to, probably in the exact same location. So that's just baseball.
I think the most you had gone was 4 1/3 hitless. Was there a moment in that game where it got real? I know you say you always take the mound, think you're not going to give up a hit, but 5th inning, 6th inning?
Yeah, when I turned the lineup again the second time, I was feeling pretty good about it. And then getting Vargas and Robert again.
Oh, come on. And that's going to be no home run. 2-run home run. Cameron Misner, or Meisner. 431-foot home run there. That'll make it a 3-0 ball game.
Will be next.
You know, Garrett, obviously Cora joking around about it, right?
God damn it.
Too long. You said you had a lot more in you.
Yeah, can we restart this game over?
Like, if you're feeling good going into a game, do you even know what that feels like, kind of, in your career, being tired on the mound?
No, not necessarily. I mean, you know,
I'm almost tripped on the catcher.
Versus Toronto, that was one where I really had to labor through there. But when the innings are quick, I feel like the ups aren't as much of a challenge. I don't know what the most I threw in an inning was yesterday, but it never got me to a point where I was feeling fatigued. I felt like it was the perfect amount of downtime between innings and, you know, on the mound as well.
But one of the things that I think Red Sox fans are loving about you, there are a lot of them, but you work fast, you throw strikes, you're all business. You know, there's no messing around. You're totally committed to each and every pitch. Where did you get that from? Stylistically, did you grow up thinking, I want to pitch like that guy when I'm in the majors?
Not necessarily anyone in particular, or even anything. It's just trying to get the boys back on offense as quickly as possible.
1-1 pitch to Walls here, hitting 189.
Yeah, we were talking about it up here. How does it feel for you guys kind of coming here in a little warmer weather? I know the cold is the cold, but makes the body feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace, that's for sure.
That'll be ball 4.
The weather in Boston when we get back up there has warmed up a little bit.
You'll see those guys again. You'll see the White Sox the next time.
Taylor Walls
I don't know why you would.
gets on base with the walk.
Yesterday, but any thought of changing anything?
Not necessarily. I haven't watched the game back to completion yet, but you know, I kind of liked what I was able to do with the baseball, and I felt like I had, you know, a good enough mix with the sinker, the four, and the cutter. And that's also just my game, so I can't really change up too much of what I do. So yeah, I'll probably stick with a similar approach, but you know, it's tough catching somebody back-to-back. 2 times in the year is one thing, but back-to-back's a whole nother animal.
Gary, thanks so much. Marvelous performance yesterday. It was a real treat again to watch your work. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Garrett Crochet with the gem yesterday, pitching into the 8th inning, getting it out there, allowing only the 1 hit. And back at it against the White Sox when we return to Fenway. Meanwhile, the Red Sox are down 3-0. The ball is jumping, but off the bats of the Rays here early with a pair of home runs.
You know, that's Tanner's 5th home run he's given up this year. He gave up 11 total all of last year. Hanging slider there.
Former Red Sox Danny Jansen.
And Danny Jansen will pop up there. The 1-2 count, and that'll be caught by David Hamilton.
First out of the inning, which has gone base hit, 2-run homer, ball 4. Before that out.
You walk in here to Tampa, the ball is flying, but you know, Boz has faced 6 hitters to struck out 4 times. It's hard to see the ball travel, right? To come in here and hopefully find yourself where you miss an opportunity to come to a place where it's really good to hit. And Tanner right now just missing out over the middle of the play with a couple of pitches and got burned by him.
They'll face a youngster here, the right fielder Jake Mangum, 286 without a home run.
Yeah, Jaden, it's not great.
Chopper over the hill. Story.
And that'll be grounded out for out. Oh no, it's safe. What the hell? Can you look at that, Cora? Can you look at that?
First and second here.
Because I thought that was out.
Mangum's already had a 4-hit game against the Pirates. Has a knock here.
Yeah, Story had to be quick.
No, that was safe. That was safe.
That was offline a little bit. You see the way Casas went off the bag forward. We didn't have any kind of stretch at all. And when it's bang, bang, maybe if you're out there more and you're catching that ball, we got a shot. The throw was off.
So 2 runners on with only 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here's Yandy Diaz. He had the home run in the 1st inning. There's ball 1.
Yandy, the batting champion in the American League 2 years ago.
Hitting .222 this year with a .666 OPS. Has 3 home runs and 4 RBIs.
Third. And he'll take one inside a ball.
Yeah, you really like to see Tanner get ahead and then expand, right? Show the sinker in the zone, let the bottom drop out and swing over it. Same thing with the split. Now the slider's like the steal a strike kind of pitch. He likes throwing it behind the count.
3-0.
Yeah, like that there. It just usually drops it in for a strike. Hasn't been a ton of swing and miss in his game here so far this year. But he does steal a lot of strikes with that slider.
Walls and Mangum get their leads. And 3-0. Tanner very effective against these guys last year. Made 3 starts against Tampa Bay, went 1-1, a 1.08 ERA.
97 there, that was angry.
Three and 2. Little split action there.
It's a full count.
That's a good one there for him. Split's been off and on. He's had games where he's got a ton of swing and miss with it, others where he hasn't gotten any with it. That's good movement on that one.
Looking for a ground ball right at somebody. And instead, he strikes him out, caught him looking. He came all the way back, put him away with a sweeper.
That's strike 3.
Talking to Mike Malinsky about that call. 2 down.
It's a good pitch. Just off that corner, down and away. That's really kind of executing 3 pitches. I mentioned that 3-0 was 97. Really good split and a perfect little sweeper here to finish it off.
Brings up Brandon Lau, 0 for 1. He has lined out hard to third. This is a guy who has been a pain.
There's Brandon Lau.
The Red Sox neck.
Lined out in the first inning. Hitting .259 this year with a 707 OPS. Has 3 home runs and 9 RBIs.
3 home runs so far this year. He's had a lot of big hits against Boston.
Sure has. He can get hot too. Especially in this ballpark, you know. He's going to be like AL Player of the Week a couple of times. Because when he gets hot, he'll pop 7 in a week.
He will. Let's have him wait a while.
Yeah.
2-1. Red Sox already down 3-0. Tampa Bay trying to avoid the summer rain, so Major League Baseball has front-loaded their home games in April here at Steinbrenner Field. So right now they're on a 13-game homestand. They've split the first 6 of those against the Angels and the Braves.
Keeps almost tripping over Narvaez there.
Brandon Lau.
It's the second time I've seen him do that. Just almost trips over Narvaez.
Runs in this inning. There's 2 base runners.
Full count here to Brandon Lau.
It's an important pitch for him against lefties. Lefties have really been hitting him hard this year. After last year, he did a great job. They had 215 off him, OPS under 6. I know it's early, but 367 and all the damage. Another home run here tonight off him.
Runners going to 3-2.
And that's going to be a base hit. It's going to get down. It's going to score a run. And it's going to score another run. So, fuck me. It's now a 5-0 ball game in the bottom of the second inning. It's only a single for Brandon Lau, but was able to score 2 runs.
Hit a rocket into the alley.
With Mangum on first base, this throw has to go to home. Yeah, and instead, Jaron tries to one-hop it to second base. See those sinker away. Give Lau a lot of credit, but right here's the mistake. Throw it to Story. Instead, it goes directly to second. See Story's hands up. Hamilton tries to get rid of it quick, but not in time. Trevor's got his hands up, and you see him hopping. Like, that has to come to me. There's going to be a play at the plate.
And some good news, though.
So Tampa Bay
starting in like May 4th, I'm going to be streaming a lot more Red Sox games. Because I finally put my foot down with my job, and I told them, you know what, I'm done working nights. I'm done. Like, it's either that or I quit. And they were like, all right, well, I don't want to lose you. So, like, I pretty much in the nicest way possible gave them an ultimatum. Like, I didn't say it like that, but it was pretty much like I quit or respect my hours.
Story, he'll go the short way to retire the side, but it is 5-0 Tampa Bay.
But that'll end the inning there. Rays score 4 more runs there to make it a 5-0 ball game. And some other Suns news. We fired our coach, Mike Budenholzer. So we're going into our 4th straight year with a new coach. That's great.
Kind of everything. Life's a trip.
Like, I have mixed emotions on it, because, like, on one hand, like, I really think players should, you know, have some stability. I don't think it's good for players, especially young players, to keep having to go through different coaches every year. I think some stability is what they need, and somebody who's been there for some time.
We've seen this play out across thousands of health journeys.
But on the other hand, it's like Coach Bud was kind of a dumbass. Like, Monte Morris, every time they bring in Monte Morris during garbage time and we were down by, like, fucking 20 points, he would, like, just be on fire. He would just, like, put up, like, 12 points in the final few minutes. Like,
learn more about our modern
and then, like, throughout the rest of the season, they would never play him, like, at any other time. It was ridiculous. You know, benching, like, Yusuf Nurkic for, you know, after that fight that he had. Benching Mason Plumlee after that fight that he had. I don't feel like that's really good to do. Like, it feels like you're not having your players back. It feels like you're punishing them instead of, like, having their back.
Welcome to the show, where everyone
I don't think it's very
and
good.
everything is connected.
You should be backing your players. You should have your players back. Even if your players are wrong, it's your job as a coach to have their back. Like, you might have conversations in private, but, like, you don't just bench them like that. Like,
top 3 at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. Lou Merloni, Dave O'Brien, Jemai Webster with you. And before Christian Campbell bats for the first time, the Red Sox are trailing by 5. And where available, the telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Red Sox with a lot of work to do very early in the game. Campbell hits a...
Oh, there you go, Christian! Christian Campbell gonna get out! Home run, Christian Campbell! There you go. That'll cut into it, make it a 5-1 ball game. He just fucking blew that one right out of here. His third home run of the year, his third career home run. Christian Campbell.
And the Sox get on the board with a big fly.
Let's go.
Jump all over this hanging breaking ball, didn't he? 104 off the bat, but he just explodes. This curveball's up by your
Yeah, there's the home run helmet.
Brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. So number 3 for Christian. Here's Hamilton.
That was beautiful.
This breaking ball.
That was a beauty.
A slider, just a little spinner. Wasn't a 12-6er. Been that slider for
A 381-foot home run, according to StatCast.
Smoked that one there. And that's the thing here. You know, this is where you talk about putting the ball in play. I'm not saying you're going to hit a home run each and every time, but you're playing in a ballpark. Imagine you go to Colorado and punch out 12 times. Like, that's a waste. Try to take advantage of this, right? The old philosophy, like the first 2 are for you, the last one's for me. Meaning the first 2 strikes are for you, but the second one, strike 3, we got to put the ball in play. You have to see more of it.
Oh my God, they got like little mist sprayers in the dugouts.
Red Sox with 4 strikeouts tonight.
Cool down the players.
Bomb here by Campbell. Hamilton, another guy trying to get started here in 0-5-6 without a home run. Starting tonight at second base.
Here's David Hamilton.
Red Sox get 1 back. Narvaez to hit next.
David Hamilton's not hitting well this year at all. Has a 0.56 batting average.
Yeah, Hammy had such good spring training and kind of just...
At least from what I've seen, he's defensively playing pretty well.
18 star. They got a guy, Curtis Mead. He went nuts in camp. Similar situation.
2-1 miss downstairs. Third time the Red Sox have faced Shane Baz. He is 2-0. Popped up and they'll keep on twisting out of play. Baz was a member of the U.S. Olympic team in 2020. He was teammates with Tristan Casas. Team that won a silver medal in Tokyo. And the 3-2 pitch. Popped up into left center field, moving in Morel and Meisner. Meisner will make the play.
That'll be out number 1.
First out of the inning. Narvaez will be next.
Stay with Hampton, right? If you get him on there now, 1 for 19. Doesn't have a walk either. You got to get that speed on the bases.
Here's Carlos Narvaez,
Last thing you want
hitting 212 this year, a 600 OPS, no home runs so far this year, and 4 RBIs. I thought he did have a home run. Am I tripping? I could have swore Carlos Narvaez had a home run.
After a very hot start with the bat. He has chilled out. Tampa Bay Rays citing the hurricane and costly delays say they will not proceed with the development of a new baseball stadium in St. Petersburg, which was to cost about $1.3 billion. Principal owners say that they're going to continue to try and get a ballpark built here. That won't be it.
People with the Rays, they really don't know what next year looks like. Where they're going to play. Some people believe the Trop will be ready. It's one of those I believe it when I see it. Right now you got 2 major league teams playing in minor league parks with no real certainty of where they're going to be the following year.
it's not a great look for Major League Baseball. And try as they might, and this facility for spring training is outstanding, really, where the Yankees play. First rate for a spring facility.
Yep.
And yet, Mike Trout came in here and came away complaining about a couple things, like the lighting. This will be popped up on the first base side for Orlando.
That'll be popped up, and that'll be caught for out number 2.
Duran is next. You just can't help that.
No, and I remember in spring training, every once in a while, late in camp, you'd play a night game. It was Minnesota or our place, and it wasn't enjoyable. You know, because the lights, they're just not the same. Sorry, but you play at big league level, you're used to kind of a quality of light. So you're going to start seeing some black spots out in the outfield, the warning track. Guys are losing balls above the lights.
It's already happened here. Jarren Duran is 0 for 1. He's flat out to left. And his batting clip has dropped to 225. No home runs yet. Hit 21 last year.
So here's Jarren Duran, 0-1 count to him. He's 0 for 1 tonight. That'll be strike 2.
You know, Jarren kind of left Baltimore, I would say, even in Texas and Baltimore, hitting the ball really hard the other way, really not getting anything. No hits. And a lot of times when that happens, you try to change things up. You try to do too much, rather than just sort of staying with what's working, even though you're not getting any results. Get back to left field.
He was 1 for 10 in the Chicago series. And he swings and misses. He strikes out.
And that'll be strike 3. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. But Red Sox score a run here thanks to the home run from Christian Campbell. So cuts into the lead a little bit. Now a 5-1 ball game.
It's the freedom to choose. Freedom is the roar of one man's engine and the silence of another's.
I think if we can limit,
but choose wisely. Choose what makes
the runs here, I think we can actually win this game.
My family, my work make me happy. This Jeep makes me happy, even when my name is.
This right here, the legendary light beer, the originator, the inventor. If this can could talk, would it tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Legendary stories start with a light. Here's the 50 years of Miller Time.
Why would I use Hims to have my ED meds delivered to my door? I love pharmacy lines.
Why would I use clinically proven ingredients to regrow my hair through Hims? I love wearing hats 24/7.
Why would I choose weight loss treatment I can afford through Hims? I love selling off my prized possessions.
Why wouldn't I get high quality care I can trust? I love Hims. Get treatment you'll actually love at Hims.com.
How would you describe your communication style?
May I?
Classic? Complex?
He struggles to... I have the ball, so I do the talking.
This is what I'm working with.
Rendezvous, no. Revenue, that checks out.
Check this out. Kamba, it's easy.
Take a look at Tanner Houck's Arsenal, presented by Audi. This is tonight through 2 innings. Got to remember where he normally is, right? Sweeper, sinker, split.
All right, so here's the bottom of the 3rd inning.
5 swinging misses. There's been a lot of hard contact here, Obi.
There's
Jonathan Aranda.
Talking about 2 home runs, but even beyond that, total of 5 hits. Some of the outs have been right on the money.
But through 2 innings, 8 balls hit hard. Plus 9.
Jonathan Aranda's 0 for 1 tonight, but he's hitting 385 on the year with a 1149 OPS. Has 2 home runs on the year, so. And there's a base hit there for him.
Aranda's really at a hot homestand.
So he'll get on first there with a single.
Well, let's take a look at the Red Sox defense presented by Bigelow Tea across the infield. Bregman's back at third base with Story and Hamilton up the middle. Casas is at first. In the outfield left to right, you got Duran, Campbell, Abreu, and Carlos Narvaez doing the catching.
Morel left fielder. An infield hit for him first time.
Yeah, and there's another base hit. Fucking great. What is this shit, dude?
They're swinging away. Already 7 hits with nobody on the third. Off Tanner.
Alright, it's time to maybe think about taking him out of the game. Because clearly this is not working for him.
Getting ahead. This sinker was up. You know, when he gets strike one, the sinker's down and in off the plate. The sweeper's off the plate. The split's down, and you start expanding and getting swing and miss. Fell behind Miranda. Left that sinker up to Morrell.
Well, here's Meisner, who was teammates with Tanner Houck.
It's going to be ball one.
University of Missouri.
Cameron Meisner also hitting 378 this year. With 11-17 OPS, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs.
3 teammates like that. Had an outstanding swing.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That's going to load the bases. It's time to maybe take him out.
Hamilton could not make the play.
Well, Lisner's done a nice job. This whole outfield is out.
Well, let's watch another 7 innings of meaningless baseball.
Palacios, DeLuca. Lisner, Magnum stepped in and done a really nice job. Hamilton does a good job keeping this in the infield, but there's going to be no play even if he catches it clean.
And that brings up the shortstop Walls, who walked and scored. And takes a strike. Switch hitter at 189. They are making really good contact tonight. Although
strike 2 to Taylor Walls.
Danny Jansen on deck.
He walked earlier in the game.
There's a four-seamer at 96. That's something you're going to want to do more of this year, to kind of have something for on top of the zone. Gets a swing and miss there.
And that's going to be 1 and 2. It's going to be a double play, but it will score a run. So it's now a 6-1 ball game. Oh no, it was not a double play. It was only 1 out. What the fuck? He didn't get them both. It looked like he got them both, but nope.
So he'll pick up an RBI, his second.
Yeah, just not getting hard enough, right? Too many hops. Trying to get it over the story quick. You mentioned Walls get down the line and get that RBI.
Here's Danny Jansen. It's on the Red Sox last year.
Signed a 1-year
got traded there
after spending
at the deadline.
Last year.
And oh my God, what are we fucking doing?
7-1 Tampa Bay.
It's a 7-1 ball game because we don't know how to play baseball. Apparently, I guess. You know, we literally played spring training games at this ballpark. It's not like we have any excuses of, oh, we're not used to this place. It's like we fucking played spring training games here for the past, like, 20 years. And not to mention, like, literally just a few weeks ago. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the 4th error for Bregman. Jake
Magnum's coming in. Hitting 302 this year, has a 667 OPS. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Had a single in the second inning, ended up scoring a run.
First and second, only 1 away, 7-1. Mangum was the all-time SEC hits leader in a great career at Mississippi State. He was an all-star 3 times. Famously gave up his scholarship his last 2 college seasons and played as a walk-on to help out the team financially and get somebody else a scholarship.
I like that pitch too. I mean, he's got some guys waylaying here, coming out of their shoes. Mangum with that first swing. Come up and then get him uncomfortable a little bit.
Way down the miss, came up empty and rolled away. The runner will advance from second to third. So Meisner with the read.
Yeah, Jaden, I guess.
With that fastball up and in.
You know Tom's not there anymore, right?
He heard that thing go by him up and in. You're going to hit anybody, but you got to let him know you can come in there. It opens up the door for that split or the backdoor sweeper. Guy's too comfortable right now swinging it off Cannon.
We had a 3-0 stream record this year so far, too. I only streamed 3 games, but won all 3 of them.
That's one way to look at whether Tanner's effective or not. Uncomfortable swings, right? Sinker down and in.
I guess we had to lose eventually.
It made guys look bad, but these guys look way too comfortable.
First and third, they lead away.
Still lives in Florida. That isn't fucking everyone. God damn it! Trevor! You're fired!
The Red Sox have had an
Makes it an 8-1 ball game. Because we don't know how to play the baseball.
Trevor gets kind of caught in between as the ball's going by out. You know, guys don't get a great look at this, the way it hopped off that mound, so it sort of created a bad hop. Last minute he tries to come get it, just squeaks underneath that glove. And getting some misplays, as you mentioned, should have been out of this a few hitters ago.
They're going to call that a single.
It's time to take him out of the fucking game, Cora.
But another run scores.
Nope, I guess not.
The ball comes up the middle, he probably gets a good look at it, but it hits that rubber, kind of pops up, and creates this in-between hop. He tries to react to come get it, but couldn't get a glove on it.
Top of the order, and Yandy Diaz. He's belted a home run and struck out. 8 runs on 9 hits already for Tampa Bay. The Red Sox have committed an error. Yandy, an outstanding hitter. Runner at first goes. Here's the throw down to.
Oh, wow. Great. Stolen base. Did they steal home or they did not steal home? So.
Steals a base.
You have to get thrown out in this one, you know.
So we got runners on second and third now.
Here, you're still going to be aggressive, try to get out with double play. When you're up like this, boy, it's easy to be aggressive on the base pass and put the pressure on.
Sox down 7.
You're right. I can't
scoring position.
Erase the 2018 World Series. You're right. Nor do I want to, Jaden.
Diaz last year had a 20-game hitting streak. That's a Rays club record. 2-1. Over the top of that one.
Those are what I was talking about. Those are 2 ugly swings, right? That's Tanner's going well. Those are the swings you see a lot more of. Just looked like he was guessing twice there and guessed wrong.
Rays are swinging out of their shoes tonight. 2-2. He goes with a shot. One is in. First and third.
Another base hit. Now a 9-1 ball game. And Cora has still yet to take Tanner Houck out of the game. Maybe this will be the wake-up call that it's about time. No one's even warming up in the bullpen. What are we doing?
Goes and gets it. Look where that pitch ends up. But after that sinker down and in, if you're a winner, you're thinking, I'm setting up for something.
Yeah, there you go. I'm fine with H19 Turi or whatever. You're fucking.
Lau again. He's already hurt the Red Sox tonight with a 2-run single. And now Fulmer is up. Just recall to the Major League team. With the Red Sox pitching injury.
Yeah, I want to go back to when this game wasn't happening.
Probably very soon. Working out of the Red Sox bullpen, Michael Fulmer.
Michael Fulmer is getting warmed up in the bullpen.
Selected from the Woo Sox prior to today's game.
Now a 9-1 ball game.
Well, game 3, it's supposed to be Newcomb, but they haven't really announced that yet. And Cora said before the game, we have to just get through the next couple of games and see what happens, how they want to use them. I'm sure this type of performance here maybe alters what happens on Wednesday, but we'll see.
3-0. And he walks him on 4 straight, then loads up the bases.
Bases are loaded. So that means that they have the opportunity to score 4 more runs.
Down 9-1. Only one man out. And the 9th man to hit Caminero will come to bat the inning. And here comes Alex Cora. Tanner Houck, a painfully short outing. Only gets 1 in the 3rd and leaves behind a mess. And there were a lot of hot shots against Tanner tonight.
And he had that one error he could have got out of the inning, but that's not really the story of this outing, right? I mean, it was right from the jump. A lot of hard contact. Guys were comfortable in the box.
Fulmer coming in.
It's tax season.
So Michael Fulmer is coming into the game. He has not pitched since 2023.
Quite painful. On April 15th, is your accountant fighting for you? You should go. The accountant too. We did all special tax day screening April 15th.
Every player on a team
He was out all last year with an injury.
Coach. They see the whole field. They give advice. And they bring strategy.
But in 2023, he had a 4.42 ERA in 58 games played, had 65 strikeouts and 57 innings pitched.
That's why we're proud to be the
That was
official
with the
financial guidance
Cubs.
partner of Major League Baseball.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not nothing. And it was kind of everything. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Any given Saturday. And a little work. And a little play. Hey, little help? And a truck that says no to nothing.
Hey, Dad. Can I get them a ride?
Yeah. The Silverado Trail Boss and Chevrolet together.
549.com called to the bullpen. And a veteran right-hander, Michael Fulmer, who has started 90 games in the major leagues. He's pitched over 260. Will come on and try and get out of this mess with the bases jammed up for Tampa Bay. Junior Camanero's gone 0 for 2.
So Michael Fulmer's coming in, and there's gonna be a fucking can't play defense. And the bases are still loaded, and they score another run, and so it's now a 10-1 ball game.
In an inning that is just a run away for the Rays, they lead it
With only 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. So that means there's still a lot more time for them to score a lot more runs.
Yeah, maybe only one error this inning. Just a couple of plays.
That was terrible, Story.
The scoreboard, you'd like to see made just to get some outs.
Here's Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 2 tonight.
One play would have been the second.
And here's Aranda. He's 1 for 2.
1-1 count.
See, Fulmer threw the ball well down in AAA. 11 2/3. He had 18 strikeouts. Had a nice camp, too.
Run charge to Tanner Houck. The eighth earned run that he allows in this game, and that is a new career high for Tanner.
Tanner last outing too, 6 2/3. Only gave up a run, 5 hits. Just a different story here tonight.
Hope was he had turned a corner.
3-1 count.
They came out swinging. Quite literally. Yandy Diaz.
What the fuck is it now, Jaden?
In the bottom of the 1st, and that went over the fence.
How many clever ass fucking puns you want to make?
Only 1 away. They're loaded again.
Is that actually okay? Well, that's gonna get down, and that's gonna score 1 run. It's gonna score a 2nd run, and I think it's gonna score a 3rd run. Yep. Oh, wait, no, it only scored 2 runs. So it's now a 12-1 ball game.
And that is the call. They are going to bring 1 run back.
Wait, is it only 11-1? They said they were going to bring 1 run back. Was that... Doesn't even matter? I mean... Yeah, no, I think that was the...
Way out in the shadows, a deep drive. To pick up a couple of RBIs, and it'll send up Morel. Runners at second and third, 1 down. 12-1 Tampa Bay. And he's gone 2 for 2, and he has scored twice.
It's a good place to hit. Right now, just one team's enjoying it.
Okay, Jaden, now you're stretching it.
They're fattening up their batting clips.
Here's Christopher Morel. How long has this fucking inning lasted? Like, Jesus Christ. This inning started 17 minutes ago. Pre-pitch clock days, it probably would have been like a 45-minute inning or some shit. And there's another base hit. So there you go. You're going to fucking give up 2 more runs to make it a 14-1 ball game. He's going to be safe in there at second, so there's still only 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And we've given up 9 runs this inning. Isn't that awesome?
Hey, Sweeper, look at this pitch. He stayed up there a little too long. It's the 3rd inning.
What is this now? The 4th time I've heard this walk-up song? And it's only the 3rd inning?
So far, 9 runs into the inning. Meisner has hit a home run and single.
Here's Cameron Meisner. He had the home run in the 2nd inning.
Runs. Far away, a career high in there for a strike.
Strike 1.
14-1 Tampa Bay. Downstairs
the 1-1 count
on the changeup. They have 13 hits to the Red Sox 1, which is a home run by Christian Campbell.
I would think, unfortunately, Homer, he's going to be out here a little bit, right? See 94, a little changeup, sweeper and cutter. But you got to start getting some innings.
The Red Sox on Friday suffered an embarrassing loss to the White Sox. They made 5 errors in the game.
I don't know which loss is worse, this or that loss. This is more runs, but I mean, that was to the White Sox, the 11-1 loss.
Here, they'd get the bats right, but it's Tampa Bay that has done that tonight.
3-1 count.
Similar, right? That last game in the homestand against Toronto, you avoided a sweep.
I thought we were supposed to be good this year.
Into Chicago, and they followed that up with one of the worst games of the year, all around.
That'll be a full count. 3-2.
Same thing there. You win on
Cameron
Sunday,
Meisner here
by Crochet, and you turn around and have this one here. It's 14-1 in the 3rd. This one's different. Yeah, there's a couple of plays that could have been made, but Cameron's just swinging the bat. They got 13 hits and 2 2/3.
It's been a merry-go-round.
2 1/8. It's only 1 out.
So far, 9 runs in this inning. And at second for Meisner. He's looking for his 3rd hit, and it's only the 3rd inning. Narvaez will be called out to chat with Fulmer here.
Why are we even doing a mound visit?
With plenty of Red Sox fans in the house here at Steinbrenner Field. A lot of Sox jerseys and caps, but they're really quiet now.
It's one of those games where I'm already in the batting cage getting loose. I'm coming in this one, Obi. I'll tell you right now, I might get 2 or 3 at bats. This guy's on that bench right now. Coming in, but it's hard too. Because you got some guys that you want to have at bats. You want to try to figure some things out. Offensive.
3-2 pitch. And walked it. Goodness.
That'll be ball 4. So now I got runners on first and second with still only 1 out.
He's drawn a walk. He's also reached on field.
This inning has lasted 22 minutes so far, almost 23.
This inning, this game, has been a nightmare.
Hey, can we give up 10 runs in an inning? That'd be a fucking, I don't know, something. Something bad, but still something.
Beating out that double play. The only out they've got.
He'll take a pitch downstairs with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second. Fulmer trying to get him to hit it on the ground right at someone. That's along the line foul. A lot of Sox fans from this area. So happy to see the Sox in town. Baseball outdoors, a rarity.
Did not have to drive down to St. Pete. I don't think this game is going the way they hoped.
Not what they had in mind here tonight. One-two to Walls.
And that'll be flied out to center field or right field. And that'll be caught for out number 2 finally. Now maybe we can get out of this inning.
In front of Danny Jansen. Remember Danny last year making Major League history as he played for both teams in the same game. With Toronto on June 26th, game was suspended. Resumed in August. By then he had been traded to the Red Sox. And he played for both teams. And he hits a bullet but foul.
And that's what he tries to do right there. We saw enough of him last year. So when they brought him in, they're talking about right-handed bat. Thought maybe they catch some lightning in the bottom with that full swing at Fenway Park.
He is 0 for 2 tonight. Reaching on an error and popping up to second. That's a strike.
Strike 2 to Danny Jansen. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Fulmer 1 strike away from putting an end to a horrible inning for the Sox. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's 1-2.
We're approaching about 25 minutes. I'm ready for this half inning.
Sure. Still 2 men aboard. And he'll
be fouled off.
Away. Well, looking ahead to tomorrow, it'll be another pretty night here in Florida. Walker Buehler on the bump at 7:05. We'll also play 7:05 on Wednesday, and that'll be the end of the road trip. Another ball.
2-2 count.
Finish them off 2-2.
These guys came down after playing enjoy the warm weather.
Beer.
Staying down the field, trailing 14-1 here in the third.
So far, a 9-run third inning for the Rays. Here's the 2-2. He spoiled that one. The next pitch will be the 50th of the inning.
50th pitch of the inning. Coming up right here. And I'll make it a full count.
Goes on, strand 2. Almost a half hour to play this half inning so far.
In the days before the pitch clock, it probably would have been like a 50-minute inning.
Runners will
at this
have a
point.
head start here. Then they go on to 3-2, and he fouled it back.
Fouled off, still 3-2.
13 hits for Tampa Bay.
You know, one thing about me, though, is I ain't no bitch. I'm going to fucking stick it out this whole game. I ain't going to end the stream early. I'm not going to fucking go to bed.
Red Sox will return here in September.
I stick this shit out like a man.
Those take off again.
There you finally fucking go. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. About a 28-minute inning. But the Tampa Bay Rays score 9 runs there to make it a 14-1 ball game.
What they're putting down. Nobody's going to pay attention.
A 14-1 ball game.
Owning a home is that you maintain your own lawn.
Can you believe it?
From day one, I take pride in it.
All right, so here it is. The Rays' third inning. It was a single, a single, a single, an out, an error, a single, a walk, a single, a double, a walk, an out, and then a strikeout. For a total of 9 runs scored.
T-Mobile's Family Freedom will help pay off your old phones and give you 4 iPhone 16s on us. Hello, Brent.
Hi.
If you had to choose, would you watch paint dry or compare benefits plans?
Compare benefits every time.
Come on, you know how complicated benefits can be.
Well, I run payroll with Gusto. They make it easier to find benefits like medical, dental, and vision for my whole team.
I think I'm going to need new glasses.
Don't worry. I've got you covered.
Just choose benefits without the mess. That's working with Gusto.
I'll take it easy on you guys. Whatever.
Hey, Mike, you might want to back up.
Nah, bro, I'm good right here. Yeah, you got no chance of getting it out of the infield anyway.
Last time you gave me something to hit, I took you deep. Come on in here.
Tanner Houck has given up 18 earned runs this season. It is April 14th. Tanner Houck last year gave up his 18th earned run on June 6th.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and...
Tonight's storyline is presented by FanDuel as Rafi Devers gets in. For Rafi to hit a home run, to get 2 hits. He leads off here in the 4th. 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Shane Baz.
Here's Rafael Devers,
who has 13 runs of support.
Yeah, a 30-minute break.
Tanner Houck is number 6 on trending in the United States right now, so that's just what I needed.
Still find something to get going.
Devers, Bregman, Abreu. Red Sox pitching staff, there's always a recency bias, but one of the worst innings we have seen in some time. And there was a merry-go-round for Tampa Bay. It started off with their leadoff man hitting a home run on the very first pitch. So that was the omen.
You gotta wonder, like, what's going through Cora's mind? You know, it's early in the year. I get it. You're 8-9, but you basically, you've had 3 or 4 or 5 good games.
And some really bad ones.
And that's strike 2.
Like Friday to tonight.
Whether it's, runners in scoring position, drop 2 one-run games out in Texas because you won 1 for 24 combined. First day out in Chicago here tonight.
And across for strike 3.
And that'll be strike 3.
He only strikes out Devers for the second time.
Up comes Alex Bregman.
6 in the book.
That's a good pitch to hit for Devers. Kind of down inner half. I don't know if he was thinking something else.
And here's Bregman, 0 for 1. He is grounded out to third. He's not swung and missed on a pitch in his last 18 plate appearances. Julio Abreu on deck. Nothing from the righty. He'll take a strike. I think it's a fair question to ask. What is going through the head of the manager? You know, a handful of times when the Red Sox have played well, they've played really well. Just haven't been nearly enough of those. Finally, a cut and miss. 98 miles an hour.
He knows. You know, he's got a good team. You know, it's just they're not playing like it right now consistently. Look, just keep waiting. Like I said, luckily, you look at the AL East, no one's really running away with it like this team did a couple years ago, or Baltimore in the past.
Fly down the left field line. He hooked it deep into the corner, and that ball is foul.
Foul.
Had to kind of go out and get it.
Just foul. Breaking ball. So tonight, obviously, pitching, right? They got 14 runs, 13 hits. I get it. I know Cora wants them to take a look at it.
This is a crew chief review.
Crew chief review?
Home run, called foul.
So this could have been a home run. This is a crew chief review. This will not count as a challenge towards either team. They are reviewing this to see if that was a home run, because it was called foul. I think it was foul. I do.
I think when it goes out below the pole level.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know if it's gonna have enough.
That's been
enough evidence.
Tell me where you're at 17 games into the season, what this team was going to be offensively. They'd be a lot better. You know, there's too many good hitters in this lineup to kind of go through, have the nights cold like they have throughout the year.
After review, the call was confirmed. The ball was foul.
All right, so that was a foul ball. Not gonna, like I said, not gonna count against the Red Sox there, because that was a crew chief review, not a challenge.
They're either doing that or they're launching rockets.
It's a pretty cool place to hang out. And all the games up there.
Bregman looking for his first hit tonight. Foul that one away.
No, we say like in the regular season, you have a great offense. You can just bully people. We all know in the postseason it's about pitching, right? But in the regular season, you're not scoring runs. It's awful hard. Go out there every night.
2-2 foul straight back. Good rip.
Another foul ball.
Red Sox are forcing
still
themselves
2-2
here lately to bounce back from blowout losses or heartbreaking defeats. And Boz with a 2-2. In play, hard hit, but Caminero.
That'll be grounded out for out number 2.
Abreu next, who struck out looking in the second inning. Walker Buehler tomorrow night at 7. Red Sox a 3-game series with Tampa Bay. Will have an off day on Thursday. Haven't been many of those. Before the White Sox come to town and Seattle. White Sox will be in for 4, including Patriots Day. Leader fouls that one back. Nobody aboard, and a swing and a miss to strike him out.
And that'll be strike 3, and that'll bring us to the bottom of the 4th inning here in a 14-1 ball game.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
It's time to feed the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The farmer's dog is fresh food made with whole meat and veggies. It's not dry food. It's not wet food. It's just real food. It's an idea whose time has come.
Outdoor space in a slump? Bring out the heavy hitters and take the field with a winning lineup of Steel outdoor power tools. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer.
Game is so disappointing.
You might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right?
Blue Jays have a combined no-hitter going on right now in the top of the 6th inning. They're headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Back here in Tampa, 14-1.
Oh no, sorry, it's the Braves who have a no-hitter against the Blue Jays.
Comes back on for a second frame.
It's not a combined no-hitter. It's Grant Holmes.
Twice in those games he made starts, but the plan is for him to be here to pitch on in relief, which he is right now for the Red Sox. But it's been a long road back to this point, back to the majors for him after missing all of last season with Tommy John signed a minor league deal with no guarantees. So that makes the call-up and road travel extra satisfying, he told us yesterday when we joined the Red Sox in Chicago. He's been logging some miles, and quite literally. He currently calls a campsite and a camper in western Massachusetts home. He lived there during spring training, drove it from Fort Myers up to the Northeast, guys. It's only him right now. His wife and kids are back home, so it's perfect. But if and when he makes it to Fenway, he says he's probably going to have to invest in brick-and-mortar accommodations.
Or maybe just a hotel.
Yeah. He had a camper. He drove it 22 hours to Worcester.
That is a hike in a camper.
So Jake Magnum's up.
Or any
He's 2 for 2 tonight.
Is Mangum. Looked to hold up, and he did.
Played with the late, great Rob Beck. He was one of the guys that had a
2-2 count here.
Oh, yeah. He was the best shooter.
Boy, he was a horse, too.
Yep.
And that'll be 3-2, full count.
Note on Tanner Houck tonight as he allowed 12 runs, 11 earned. He's the first Red Sox pitcher to allow 12 or more runs in an outing since Galen Cisco, July 27, 1962, against the Washington Senators.
You know, I looked down too and said ERA is up to 9.16. You don't have many innings early in the year. You have an outing like that. Boy, that takes a long, long time. And a lot of zeros.
And that'll be ball 4.
Really good.
Mangum will take the walk. Red Sox starting pitcher. And his line tonight brought to you by BioToyota.com. One he's going to forget immediately.
12 runs, 11 of them were earned runs.
A lot of it was loud. Again, you start thinking about how many zeros you have to put up. If you look at that ERA.
Tanner out tonight.
Yandy Diaz now home run and a base hit tonight. Red Sox have been Jekyll and Hyde here in the early days, haven't they? I mean, go back to the high of yesterday.
Two.
And a brilliant effort by Crochet. And you win a thriller of a ball game. And you're on an uptick. Happy flight coming here to Tampa. You have the sunshine. Everyone's talking about, oh, everyone's hitting home runs here. Bounder cut off by Bregman.
And that'll be 1 and 2. Double play there.
Last inning, but they get the double play here. 2-1.
Come on.
You think about the whole thing. You know, you take 2 out of 3. You basically sweep St. Louis, right? And that first game with the Doubleheader was the big comeback win, and the bats exploded. You are feeling good. You're 3-0 at home. You got to win more at home. And Toronto comes into town, and you drop 3 straight. Coming off of that doubleheader on Sunday, win a big game the last day, and then you play the game you did against Chicago.
And that'll be out number 3. So quick inning there. That'll end the 4th inning. So we head to the 5th inning here in a 14-1 ball game.
My wife told me my hair was thinning, and I wanted to avoid that at all costs.
Let's go, baby. I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks. So I did some research and found Nutrafol, which was cool because I had no idea there was a supplement for hair.
I liked that it was drug-free and then it was clinically tested.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
Nutrafol has just given me more confidence, which allows me to carry myself a little taller.
It felt real good to ditch the hat.
Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com/men.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family. Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From school to homework to entertainment, Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I knew that I wasn't in good health. Then one day I went to get my blood work done and the results were not good. I was potentially going to take time away from me with my children. I did try a GLP-1 once before, but there was no support. Mochi taught me I was capable of living a healthy life. I'm just really happy that my kids get to grow up with a mom who can do things with them.
Inning 5 powered by Salem 5 Bank. All Tampa Bay, 14-1. And a 9-run 3rd inning. Trevor Story 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that again continues to be an issue for the Red Sox. They've struck out 7 times in this game. The 1 run to Christian Campbell, home run in the 3rd inning.
Well, now with this cushion too, Shane is just fastball strike 1. Getting ahead. It's in total control.
Again, he's had a 10 strikeout game already this season when he beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 7-0. 7 tonight. Struck out the side in the 2nd inning.
The 1-2 count.
Boz's father was born in Beirut, Lebanon. Played soccer there before moving to the United States as a young man. He settled in Texas. Shane, 25 years old, very live arm. And a 1-2 to Trevor. Pop a foul on a play. This place holds a little over 10,000. And is selling out all these games.
They're getting more fans here than they did at the Trop. Right? I mean, you're selling out, getting 10,000. Is there 10,000 at the drop? I don't think so.
Very rarely.
2-2.
2-2.
You know, I had Tanner Houck's last game in spring training here, where he really got hit. He went 3 2/3, 12 hits, 10 runs in his spring training outing. It's back-to-back outings against the Rays, spring training or not. Now that outing there, how kind of the next, Cora the next day was sort of like the pitch selection. He was just working on some things, but I always thought that was weird in his final start of the year. But you have 10 runs to a team back-to-back spring training or not,
right? Shot down the line.
That's foul.
Last time out, though, he looked
Trevor
so good.
Story. It's a full count. Shane Boz at 71 pitches, but with that big lead, they might just let him go for a bit.
On 5 hits.
Well, they might bring in the bullpen. Who knows? I don't know. I don't fucking manage a Major League Baseball team. It's not my decision, and nor do I care.
But tonight, here's the 3-2.
There's just been a lot of that this year where it's like, you look at Friday night, you wash it, and you come back and you try to figure it out, right? You look at video all night long, you try to, all the science that they have, try to figure out what's going on, check the movement. Was it pitch selection? Am I tipping? Like, what is going on? And try to be better your next time out.
Struck it out.
That's out number 1.
99. Family 4-packs are back, courtesy of Aramark. You can get 4 tickets, 4 family franks, 4 fountain drinks, starting at just $99 for games from April 22nd to the 24th. Grab your packs at redsox.com/family4packs.
Tristan Casas 0 for 1. He struck out first time up. He's been up 6 times in his career against Boz. He has hit 2 home runs. He is a man in need of a big fly. Sky to pop up on a play. Let's have a little 3-game hitting streak. Was limited to 63 games last year because of injury. Missed 98 games between April 21 and the middle of August with that rib cage injury. And those can be so ponderous for an athlete, so difficult to come back from.
Well, we've seen starts like this from him before, right? Look at that rookie year, the way he was swinging the bat in April. The difference is that he was throwing walks. The difference is that he was getting on base. And so far this year, that he's got 4 walks to 16, 17 strikeouts now.
This guy's throwing nothing but strikes. Hasn't walked anybody. He struck out 8. He doesn't care what the score is.
No, we talked about this the other day. I mean, listen, he's throwing the ball real well. He's tough. A combination of both.
Swing and a miss. He has claimed another strikeout. That'll be 9. We're only in the 5th inning. Time now for Allstate Good Hands replay.
It's been the offense here tonight. The little hanging breaking ball, little slider they left off. It's his 3rd of the year with the Sox on the board, but
the only Red Sox highlight is their only hit. In fact, their only base running. But his 3rd home run. So he has reached in every major league game he's appeared in, all 17. So he's just the 2nd Red Sox player in franchise history to reach in his first 17. Breaking ball 1 and 2. He's trying to strike out the side. Boz is for the 2nd time. If he gets a strikeout here, he'll tie his career high with 10. 2 down, nobody aboard. 1-2. Pokes that one foul.
I mean, the strikeouts are concerning.
Big
right?
time.
I mean, the problem last year, your offense is struggling to score runs, and you allow the opposing team to basically make 12, 13, 14 plays a game to beat you.
Tough to win that way.
It is, and we've seen it, right? You go back to the extra inning walk-off that Story had. It wasn't pretty, but he just made contact and things happened. A little bloop and a blast. It jammed.
Yeah, I don't know where the Red Sox would be without Trevor Story. A couple of his at-bats. A big day yesterday. Really, he was the only one. 2-run double and a home run. Red Sox squeaked out a win. We're talking about the little dribbler he hit at home against Toronto. Just putting it in play to get in the winning run. Here's a 2-2 to Campbell. Down on an 8. He strikes out. He strikes out the
And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning.
For Shane Baz tonight.
In a 14-1 ball game here from Tampa, Florida.
We all know Ellie, Gunnar, and Paul's road to the show, but what about yours? The amateur years are just the stepping stone, and your journey to the big leagues. Take control of choices that matter.
Come on, baseman, Derek Martin.
Level up your game.
That one way back, and it's gone.
And become a legend, because your road to the show starts now.
And the Reds are World Series champions.
Rated E for everyone.
The beach. To Corona, she isn't just a place. She is an element. And with salt and spray, she shoves us relentlessly into the present. That's what's inside every bottle of Corona. So no matter where your journey takes you, with just a squeeze of lime, the beach is always closer than you think. Corona, La Playa awaits.
You know, I spend a lot of time thinking about dirt.
At 3 in the morning.
Any time of day. What people don't know is that not all dirt is the same. You need dirt with the right kind of nutrients. Look at...
All right, so here's the bottom of the 5th. Michael Fulmer still in there.
And a runaway for Tampa Bay. They lead it 14-1. And the Red Sox really in every phase of the game having a nightmare tonight.
1-1 count to Junior Caminero.
One error charge, but a couple of other plays in that 3rd inning when they scored 9 times. Red Sox, I'm sure, believe they should have made plays. Bouncing ball up the middle. I'll bet you Trevor Story's going to say later that's one he's got to turn it on. It was ruled a base hit. Red Sox have been out-hit 13-1 and have struck out 10 times. On the night where Tanner Houck was charged with 11 earned runs.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing offensively, right? Like I was saying, you want to pull guys out, but the other guys trying to find it. Yeah, they got 14 runs up there. Nothing saying you can't score 7. You know, and try to find it, make some contact.
And that's going to be a home run for Junior Caminero. And that's going to make it a 15-1 game, folks, here in Tampa, Florida.
His 4th of the year.
Oh, great. Oh, brother.
In this ballpark, they came in second behind Yankee Stadium at 35. You sort of feel like you're at this bandbox and you're not allowed to play. You know what I mean? Like, 7 or 10 strikeouts in 5 innings. You see a ball fly out.
Maybe easy to say when the opponent has 15 runs, but they have hit the ball from the opening pitch harder than anybody has against the Red Sox all year. It started right away in the first pitch to Yandy Diaz, who smoked it out of here. Aranda is 2 for 3 with a single and a double.
So Jonathan Aranda's up. It's 2 for 3 tonight. 3-0 count to him.
Because it isn't just about the hits and the runs. They could have 13 singles, 6 bleeders, leading to a bunch of runs. That has not been the case tonight.
Can we come back in this game?
3-1.
Maybe we could.
Story coming over. Near the bag.
Anything's possible.
First out of the inning. A new episode of 310 to Left with Lucas Giolito drops tomorrow. Giolito discussing his emotions watching Garrett Crochet's no-hit bid yesterday. That should be really interesting. Find the latest episode of NESN Nation, YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
That's strike 1 to Christian Morel.
By Ford, the official truck of the
Christopher Morel, sorry.
We got both those guys
hitting 318 this year with 1 home run.
They say down in Double-A in Hartford Wednesday. Then after that, they expect him to join this rotation. Gio's 1 start behind him, so he'll have 2 more.
I think fans are really going to like him. Red Sox fans will get to know him quickly when he finally gets back on that mound. He's yet to throw a pitch for the Red Sox at the major league level. Morel has gone 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double. So out of that 5 spot, he has been all sorts of trouble tonight.
Two count here.
They get a run in the first. They get 4 in the second, 9 in the third inning. They've added another one here in the bottom of the 5th.
They just keep hacking away, too, aren't they?
We'll find a way to put an end to that. I don't know what that takes. Maybe a couple of uncomfortable pitches.
Yeah, you got to pitch in and make them uncomfortable. I don't like hitting guys. You don't need to do that.
No, I'm not talking about that. But make them move their feet a little bit.
Even like just there was one at bat that came to mind just when it was out. He came in, you know, moved his feet, brushed him back. He threw a split and it was an awful swing. Like, there's a reason why you do that. Get guys a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, you don't have to drill guys to do that. 3-2 pitch. And that's in there for strike 3.
That'll be strike 3 out number 2.
95 miles an hour to strike him out. Weiss it up in the Red Sox belt.
It's the 3rd K of the game. And that's the pitch that should beat you. So you paint down and in because you're kind of protected heater away, soft away. Fastball can freeze you.
As Meisner said good night with a home run, a single, and a walk. Tampa Bay with a 14-run lead. Not a bad pitch, but did not get the strike. Nico Fulmer in the game, just called up from the Woo Sox.
Dude.
And out of the pen, he has already thrown 60 pitches since he entered this thing. And a strike.
I wonder if they had thoughts of maybe opening with this guy on Wednesday, right? And then usually nuke him out of the bullpen. If that's the case, that plan's not going to happen.
3-2. Walker Buehler going tomorrow. Fulmer not doing himself any favors as far as the pitch count. He's had 5 full counts.
Yeah, it's a big outing for Walker already. Been around long enough. Let's see what's happening here at the 15-1.
Popped up. Story into short center.
That'll be popped up to Trevor Story, and that'll be out number 3. So we head to the 6th inning, but the Rays score one more run here, and that'll make it a 15-1 ball game.
Oh, pizza! We're trapped by dishes.
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn power suds. Power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Ooh, clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn power suds, the better grease getter.
At MLBShop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise for you and your family. But if you really want to level up your game, you can grab something for your dog walker, your Pilates instructor, your swim coach, your neighbor, your accountant, your gardener, your best friend, your bandmate, your boss, your kid's teacher.
Top of the 6th, 15-1 Tampa Bay. David Hamilton leading things off, and he's one of the guys in this lineup trying to use the rest of the night to get his swing together. 0 for his last 10. Meanwhile, Shane Baz has been really, really good. He's allowed the Red Sox 1 hit. A home run by Campbell.
Yeah, let's take a look at his arsenal presented by W.B. Mason. Attacking with that 4-seamer. When you're up 14 runs, you do it. Curveball's still been good. Changeup as well. He's got 16 swing and misses on the night already.
And that one will skip away as he checked his swing. It's a ball, 1-2. Hamilton, Narvaez, and Duran. Baz has struck out 10. He hasn't walked anybody. He's pitching like it's 1-0. Just nudged that one foul.
Yeah, listen, he's throwing the ball well. I mean, the Red Sox, just bats have been ice cold now for some time. Really, other than the St. Louis series. You got to give him some credit. The man is throwing 97, 99. He's got a great curveball, good changeup. We just saw there. He's throwing the ball well, but as we said before, kind of a combination of him and this Red Sox lineup right now, struggling.
He drops that one in there, the breaking ball. That's been a dandy to pitch. He has struck out 11 now, including 5 in a row. And that's a new career high for Shane Baz.
That's what I'm talking about. This curveball's good. It's 98 on top of the zone. It's curveball right there for a strike or down in the zone to get guys to swing at.
Narvaez 0 for 1 with a pop-up. Rouses fans 7 out of 8.
Beer.
Fly to the corner down the right field line. Manning giving it a look.
Carlos Narvaez is up. 0-2 count to him.
So 0-2. 92 pitches. So if anything's going to get him out of the game, it's going to be the pitch count.
Really, it's whenever Kevin Cash decides, you know. 92, 98 pitches, that may be enough. 6 innings, 15-1. Still throwing 98. And this kid's good. I mentioned last year, a really nice year for him. 3.06 ERA. 14 starts. I mean, he's giving up no runs, 1 run, 2 runs all the time.
Bounding ball. Walls it short. 2-2 down for Red Sox here in the 6th. Top of the order going. Viva Tequila Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Red Sox coverage on NESN. Get your Viva Tequila Seltzer at all Shaw's and Star Market locations throughout Cape Cod.
Jake, are you happy with your repetitive joke that you keep making?
Shaw's and Star Market, love it. Jaron tonight 0 for 2.
We got Spiral Ham, I think, on sale.
Spiral Ham?
Yeah, well, it's Easter. Well, you know. Gotta have the ham on Easter.
Gotta have the Spiral Ham, man. What do you do with the ham? What's your favorite, like your side dish for Easter?
There's a base hit for Jarren Duran.
It skips down to shortstop Walls. And Duran is aboard here. Red Sox second hit tonight.
You know, honestly, like Easter, we don't really ever get to celebrate it. For us, for me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a Thanksgiving guy, okay? I'll hunker down, I'll get ready for Thanksgiving, but Easter's one of those, enjoy dinner, I'll be back after the game when I was playing, or, you know, calling games, whatever. It's, you know, maybe you're not even in town.
Raffy 0 for 2, just trying to make contact. He struck out a couple of times tonight.
Sunday will be Easter. No NASCAR on Sunday because of Easter. But I will be live for the Sox. Hopefully it'll be better than this.
That tough stretch to start. Start looking more like himself. These last couple of at-bats in these games are big to carry over.
Pops that up a mile down the left field line. Caminero going to take a look. He lunges.
Oh, wow. That was a great catch, I won't lie. Great catch in foul territory. That'll end the inning. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Tampa Bay. Bad night.
Your style always attracts the attention of the crowd, Aries, but you're currently interested in shaking up your look. A deep dive into how former players showed off their style could provide you with plenty of inspiration. Your fans will go wild when you step up to the plate.
Mopping is hard work, but I thought it was the only way I could get my floors truly clean. And then I tried the Swiffer Power Mop and realized I can get cleaner floors without the extra work. It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact, and the pad's hundreds of strips scrub away sticky messes even from grout lines. Okay, Power Mop. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. So ditch the bucket and all the hard work that comes along with it with the Swiffer Power Mop.
Oh, come on.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out! My goodness!
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck, 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still up.
Dickie V dropping by, a Florida resident who loves baseball. He's right next to Alex Cora there down next to the Red Sox dugout. Taylor Walls takes a strike from Greg Weissert, the Red Sox pitcher.
I remember coming down here first time as a player, meeting him. Talking late 90s, right? Early 2000s. It was Dickie V. I mean, I was excited to meet him.
He was excited to meet you.
I don't know about that, but I had a lot of fun meeting him.
He was thrilled.
Oh, yeah.
He loves ball players. Not just basketball players. Very serious baseball fan. Swing and a miss by Walls. His wife Lorraine there at his side. He is a great dude. Get a chance to work with him a lot every winter on ESPN college basketball. He's had a couple of tough years. Made a comeback this year from cancer. 4 different kinds of cancers. And had a terrible time with his voice, which he was able to overcome. And great to have him back this year. It was so heartwarming.
He's got the same seats, too, as he would in the Trop.
Raised a lot of money for pediatric cancer in his career. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3 for Walls. And just a giant heart. Be back next season. This is how you know he's a great baseball fan. He's still here.
Yeah, and his wife's getting tired. So like, she might be like, Dickie, what do you think? Should we beat the traffic?
Richard, can we go home now? Can we go back to Sarasota? Danny Jansen is 0 for 3. So he's one of the few guys who haven't joined in on the party. He's look at Weisert's numbers so far in his 8th appearance.
Yeah, 7 appearances, 6 of them scoreless. He's trying to stop this and put up a 0.
That's going to be a double off the wall. Oh, no, just a single. Very long single.
Jansen for a long single. Almost in. It would have been their 4th home run tonight. Ball's hit hard.
Sweet left, right down the middle. You mentioned Jansen eating love. He's looking to pull everything really to keep Dussac away. Try to get him to force. Hit the ball up the middle other way.
They have 15 runs now, 15 hits. Number 9 man Mangum has gone 2 for 2 with a stolen base, 2 runs and a walk. Good looking young hitter.
And that'll be 1 and 2. That'll be. Oh, no, that's safe at first, once again. So the inning will continue.
First base, 2 long.
Make a move. See, it's another one, a little 2-hopper, high hopper. Maybe his next job getting it to Story. Here's his speed, beats it out. Runs the throw.
Curtis Mead will hit. Andy Diaz has had enough tonight with a home run and a single. Mead, a native of Australia. Hitting .200, no home runs.
Oh, this kid in camp, we saw him a couple of times. Everything he hit was a rock. I think he hit almost 500 in Grapefruit League.
And getting into the game here is a pinch hitter. It's a sharply foul.
What the fuck?
So this game turned selfish. Right? There it is. Like Weissert's out there trying to put up a 0. Everyone wants to make a play. Still trying to get your hits. Curtis Mead trying to put that back together.
Carries that bat over the shoulder and points it down. And waiting on a 2-2 from Weissert. Cut on a miss, he strikes him out. And with a strand of 1, but do not score. 15 to 1.
All right, well, that'll end the inning. That'll bring us to the 7th inning here in Tampa in a 15-1 game.
For 24-hour moisturization in and out of the shower.
Native moisturizing body wash and lotion with real shea butter. I'm in love, Aphrodite.
Native's moisturizing body wash locks in 4 times the moisturizers of your old body wash. And Native lotion keeps your skin hydrated for 24 hours. All without the parabens, petrolatum, silicones, or sulfates.
And they smell divine.
Clean 24-hour moisturization isn't a myth, it's Native.
The tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? It looks like a catcher hit it. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch that was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out, a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together. 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 Together.
Top 7 coming your way, all Tampa Bay, 15-1. They're going to make a pitching change. Hunter Biggie, 4.50 ERA in 5 appearances, takes over for Shane Boz. And regardless of how many runs Tampa Bay did get in support, Boz was outstanding. He went 6, allowing just 2 hits, 1 run. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 11 in a career high.
Well, as you said, something. I mean, you do have to give him some credit. The guy's a really good pitcher. 99. I mean, he's had 2 great outings already. Really good for them last year. Threw the ball real well. 11 strikeouts, good. I think he's just catching the team right now that is fighting it, trying to find it.
Raven pops that up. In foul territory. On play, he has struck out. I should say he has grounded out 2 times. One of the few guys who hasn't struck out tonight. Baez hasn't fanned either. But he's in a hole 0-2. Abreu on deck and a 1-2 home. And he will strike out here. So that will be 12 for the Red Sox in the game.
12 strikeouts tonight.
As we check out the T-Mobile coverage cam, Boz.
He had 11 of them himself. And it was that 12-6 breaking ball. Right there, couldn't lay off it. That was a little change up away, and it's just fastball. And he kind of lived 97, 98. Guy had everything working here tonight. Finished off the Red Sox in multiple ways.
The Rays struck out in 2nd and again in the 4th. Strikeouts have been an epidemic for the Red Sox, and Abreu, Story, and Casas batting 4, 5, and 6 tonight are 0 for 6 with 6 strikeouts. Good foul.
And Braves one area really has been better, a lot better this year. Cutting down on the swing and miss, one of the reasons why he's off to a hot start. Kind of controlling his own, drawing his walks. But I feel like every time you look up, it's a 1-2 count with everybody. That's what Tampa does. They believe in strike one. They come at you. They throw strikes.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Fans for the third time in the game. 2 down.
That guy says it all.
Red Sox season high strikeouts is 14. They're already at 13 here in the 7th inning. Trevor Story 0 for 2, 2 whiffs tonight. And the strike. He's had a number of swings like that. Not really a swing, he's had checked because he's been fooled on it in this game. Hard time picking it up, maybe. He did it again. Swung the back there. It's 0-2.
Again, 0-2-1-2. Tampa Bay first, it's always been like this, right? They've only walked 36 guys all year long. It's number 1 in baseball. They believe in strike 1. They challenge you early, expand late.
Kevin Cash back as the skipper.
You're not swinging the bat the way you'd like. You really expose it.
That's a base hit.
It's the 3rd Red Sox hit of the game. And he's aboard in the 7th.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're facing a team that's going to come at you with strike 1 and you're just not feeling it, and sometimes you want to kind of see some pitches to get into a bat, try to get comfortable. This team doesn't let you do that. They attack and you find yourself 0-2, 1-2 all night, which is what the Red Sox have been.
Tristan Casas 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Tampa Bay
0-1 count to Tristan Casas here.
Mimicking Tristan stretching before the game.
Did some yoga with him, wasn't he?
And really nailed it, quite frankly. Touch of Raymond before the game working with him. Look at this.
Tristan working out with the Rays mascot before the game.
0-2. Misdirection there, off the glove, scooped up by Connor, and he fires out together to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left.
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're off. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. The crowd goes wild. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play of the plate. It's Raymond. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out. My goodness.
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck. 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Paul Skeens.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
Kansas City's hot. And Bobby Witt Jr. is piping hot.
One big swing from the Royal superstar.
The greatest player on earth right now.
You become like a massive, massive force.
You have to work more. You have to sacrifice yourself more.
That's the type of baseball that we.
So Josh Winkowski is going to come in to replace Greg Weissert,
It's just so much fun.
who replaced Michael
We do
Fulmer.
not talk about this
in the 6th inning.
superstar enough, and that's Rafael Devers.
6th straight game with a home run.
Jaron Duran is an extra base machine.
I've just always been like that guy that keeps his head down and works hard.
Swing and a miss.
Crochet's got that kind of electric stuff.
This green monster is tailor-made for Alex Bregman's swing. Great fit for Bregman, great fit for the Red Sox.
This was the piece that they really needed.
The guy's a winner. He's got all the talent. The Red Sox are a
CBS Health is a leading healthcare solutions company and a trusted partner for every meaningful moment of health. You can learn more at cbshealth.com. On a lost night here in Tampa at Steinbrenner Field, Red Sox trail 15-1. Josh Winkowski to make an appearance and gobble up a couple of innings. Lau, the batter, he has a hit, drove in 2 in the second inning. That was back when it was a ball game. He has a history of big hits against the Red Sox. He got another one tonight. And he'll knock that one down the left field line. Into the corner goes Duran with a foul ball.
Foul.
And all the regulars still in here for the Red Sox.
So 1-2 count to Brandon Lau.
The 7th, but as I mentioned before, this is about Corey leaving these guys in. You're hoping that one at bat something clicks and you can kind of get something going into tomorrow. With
The last game that I did was Sunday Night Baseball last week. And
you've given up 15 runs, but you go.
It was a blowout, but the Red Sox won. Now this
swing and a miss.
Quite the opposite.
There with a 4-seamer. Lau strikes out, 1 away.
Join us at Fenway Park May 6th for a St. Don and Rafaela bobblehead giveaway. You get the Rafaela playing shortstop or center field. We can be one of the first 7,500 fans to find out. Get your tickets now at redsox.com/promo.
Junior Caminero with a home run last time up. For a 3rd consecutive game, he's hit one out. 296 now with 4 home runs, off to a good start.
Yeah, this place sort of just feels like you got to put some runs up here in the next couple nights to win some ball games, right? I don't think you're gonna have too many 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 games in this park.
No, sir. Just felt like with the bats as chilly as they've been, this would be a wonderful place to start to swing for the Red Sox, but it certainly has been for the Rays tonight.
Well, Boz had something to do with that as well. Tomorrow you got Pepio, another guy that can throw it well. This Rays team is built on starting pitching.
But they haven't been scoring. They pitched and they played defense. But tonight, they unleashed an onslaught. Obviously, the 15 runs, 9 in 1 inning in the 3rd to chase Tanner Houck, who had the worst night of his career, charged with 11 earned runs. And sucked down the right field line for foul. Sox are here for 3 and then home against the White Sox and Seattle. Winkowski looking to put away their number 3 hitter. And a swing and a miss.
Strike 1, or strike 3, sorry.
2 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Junior Camanero's put away. Here comes Jonathan Aranda. 2 for 4 today.
Weiser came up and put up a 0. Right, same thing here with Winkowski. These guys, every time they take the mound, doesn't matter what the score is.
2 RBIs tonight.
Here's Aranda, 2 for 4. He has singled and doubled. Nice little start, 405, 10 runs batted in for Aranda.
He's been on fire. You know, coming into this series, he's kind of like their version of Wilyer Abreu, right? The guy that's just been hitting everything hard, having a great start of the season. So Aranda kind of continued it here tonight. A couple more hits, a couple RBIs.
Base is clean, 2 down.
Fouled off 1-2. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th and a 15-1 ball game. Christian Campbell had the only Red Sox run of the night. It was a home run.
Winkowski 1 strike away from fanning the side in the 7th. Here's his 1-2. He left it inside and a little high.
Got some giddy up here today. In the year, Winston averaging 94. We're seeing 97 from him. 96-7 consistent.
Some Sox fans still hanging in. Baseball outdoors here in Tampa, and that's going to be strike three. Strikes out 3 in the 7th.
Strike 3.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first. Okay. Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man.
Yeah.
That's the most
That's a
important
tough
one.
I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Even a game as timeless as baseball must evolve. Only you can control your journey's evolution.
That's a base hit.
It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
A star is born, talking about Jackson Churio.
He's coming into his own right before our eyes.
That truly believe in the presence and the person that Jackson Churio is.
You have to love the versatility he brings. He can play left field, he can play right field. Youngest player in MLB history reports 20-plus homers, 20-plus stolen bases. This is the first Brewer that had 2 home runs in a postseason game.
Jackson Churio!
If you were to find a jersey or if you swap a jersey, one of the players on the National League, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so I'm gonna probably say Harper.
Judge, he's one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey. Ellie's been fun to watch. Yeah, Ellie's been a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
Well, back in Tampa at George Steinbrenner Field, Red Sox coming up to bat in the 8th inning. They're trailing 15-1. Sox have managed only 3 hits. One of those a home run by this man, Christian Campbell. They let Horsey into the game. This season at AAA, appearing in 5 games. And taking on Campbell, Hamilton, Narvaez. They're scheduled to bat in the Boston 8th inning.
Fastball, changeup, slider. Some pretty good numbers down at AAA. Like we called up earlier today.
Coco Montez playing left. Line shot, big hit.
There's a base hit for Christian Campbell. He'll be 2 for 3 tonight.
His second hit tonight. Red Sox with their 4th hit, and Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, providing first aid at Fenway and supporting Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. Hamilton.
Here's David Hamilton 0 for 2 tonight.
Into the hit column. Check swing foul for a strike. Let's go to
hitting 050.
Andy has to play. That's what Alex Cora said to us earlier this year. And I talked with David Hamilton about how he's handling this role. You know, spot starts coming off the bench here. He said it's difficult, but the thing is, he's just trying to be ready at all times, even when he knows he's not touching the field. That way, when he is called, he can deliver for the team. He told me he feels like he's in a good offensive rhythm.
First play, but not in time to get him for a double play. He said
they got one out there, but David Hamilton will reach.
Offensively, some work to do. Said he's off with his timing, a little bit late or a little bit early, which is a tough combination. But doing some good cage work, and making some strides in that regard. But still looking for that first hit tonight.
Chester.
He takes his base there in the fielder's choice base 0 for 3 and brings up Narvaez.
That's one of the reasons why you're seeing Campbell in centers, because you want to get David Hamilton going. You know what he can impact the game. Again, had a real nice camp, but when he's on the bases, it's 15-1. He's not going to go anywhere. we've seen the impact. You saw it over and over last year at times.
Ball up and in on Carlos, who's gone 0 for 2. Jaron Duran to hit next. So the Red Sox have struck out 13 times in the game. The season high is 14. But this is the 5th time in 18 games where the Red Sox have struck out 13 times.
Let's go.
2-0, right through it.
2-1.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I know the Red Sox hitting coaches kind of feel like sometimes they're just out of sync, and some guys may be swinging too much. Almost like Cedar Rafaela, we know that. He's swinging too much, but not every strike is meant to be swung at.
2-2.
When you're looking away, you start chasing in, you know, that's a problem. Usually, sometimes for me, when I watch them hit, you would never know what the count was. An 0-2 hack looks like a 2-0 hack at times.
Sure.
You know?
That's a great point. Whereas they should look a lot different. The approach has to change. Right? Depending on the count.
Yeah.
Are they chanting?
In a game situation.
Nobody enjoys going up striking up. I mean, as a team, they know it. Hitting coaches know it. They're working on it. It's just, right now, it's an area that they know they need to improve in, making more contact. It was stressed in camp.
That's going to be a double play.
By the second baseman,
So that'll bring us to the bottom of the 8th inning here. The Rays will hit, and then the Red Sox will have one more chance to make a. I think it would be the best comeback of all time.
It's a really nice turn.
They're going to challenge it.
Oh, they're going to challenge it.
Val got to this ball and got it quickly over the walls. It's just that.
Hey, what are they challenging?
They're saying Hamilton, I think, beat the throw out at second. They call him Narvaez out at first.
Tampa Bay is challenging the safe call at second base.
I don't know. I mean, do you challenge
it's
something
called
15 to
safe?
1? I guess you do.
What?
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was called safe the second.
This point in the game.
And they're challenging that.
Catch still locked in. Take a look.
Nice play by
Nesson scoreboard sucks because they said it was a double play.
Can't get there in time. See it here. Where's that ball?
Yeah, David Hamilton.
I think they might have got him at second as well.
It's called safe at first. Or second.
Like you got to first. And then a really nice play by the first baseman Alonso to dig that out.
So they're looking at this.
The call is overturned. The runner's out.
Okay. And that will bring us to the bottom of the 8th.
In the end. It's been that kind of night. 15-1 Tampa Bay.
Roar is back in Motown. Right now, Major League Baseball, we have a new Tiger King. Tarek Skubal owns this mound.
Look at him walking off the mound. This guy's a nightmare.
This kid's special, doing it all.
Riley Green saves the day.
Does everything on the field, plays great defense, can steal bags.
He's a monster. If I'm on time, I know my swing is going to be in the best spot possible for me to hit the ball.
Riley Green turns into another one.
Tigers, baby.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week, live from any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews, and live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at bat. Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
It's Alex. Hey, pal. You know who's,
See you, Dad. Happy birthday, Alex. That's so sweet. You remembered.
It's all about connecting with seamless connectivity from Spectrum.
Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com today by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years of baseball and in business, and by Audi. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer today. Well, we are on to the last half of the 8th inning. Bernardino will take over. It's a bounding ball to third, a backhander by Bregman, and one out.
On number one.
It's a bullpen the last couple of innings has been solid.
Yeah, Brandon Bernardino is in.
As of now, 169 ERA.
Just Josh Winkowski
Yeah, Brandon's throwing the ball well.
pitched the 7th inning, did
With
well.
no walks, opponent batting average. He's brought a changeup into the mix, which has really been a difference maker for him against righties. Remember last year was the cutter. Now he's got something to play off of that.
Miser in the game, a home run, a base hit. And the 3 home runs they have crushed tonight. Total of 15 hits for Tampa Bay. Bernardino, third reliever out of the pen this evening. Red Sox will have Walker Buehler on the bump. It's Ryan Pepiot tomorrow night. A couple of right-handers at 7:05 for Game 2. Tampa Bay has out-hit the Red Sox 15-4. And lefties 1-2.
You already look at tomorrow night. I can tell you right now, that first inning's a big inning. You know, how do the Red Sox respond to a game like this? Buehler wanted to put up a 0 in that first, right? To kind of stop what we saw here early on down in Tampa.
Red Sox need the Walker Buehler of his last start. He looked like he had righted his ship, threw the ball really well, very effectively, efficiently. It looked like Tanner Houck had turned the corner his last time up. Driven out to right field, well hit. Brave back there at the wall, turning around. And
That's a home run.
He's out of here.
Second home run of the night from Meisner.
Of the game.
That'll make it a 16-1 ball game.
Tonight for Tampa Bay. A lot of fireworks for them. And they lead it 16-1.
Well, he's down 0-2. Talking about making contact, and this is the short part of this ballpark too, right center. He stayed on it, got enough of it. That's where the ball flies out of here to right field.
So the Red Sox on this trip have suffered a couple of complete thrashings.
That's not for the away team, Jane. Or the, well, I guess we're the away team. It's not for the other, not for our opponent.
Taylor Walls does not have a hit, but he has scored a couple of runs. 16 Tampa Bay hits.
Jesus Christ, dude, you're dragging it out.
And
first one was kind of funny.
For the Red Sox in every phase. Bernardino's 1-2. That's in there for strike 3. 2 down. Time for our strong play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
First pitch of the game. Looking back now is how the whole day.
No, not the first pitch of the game. The first pitch of the Rays, like the bottom of the first.
The game with a home run.
He's a good hitter. Has been for a long time. He's been a batting champ.
Yeah.
Danny Jansen picked up a hit last time up. One of their 16.
We heard Cora after that game in Chicago, the first game, going to wash it, right? We were talking about that too. Nothing we can do. It was an awful game. It was the worst game they played all year. This one, as much as the score is 16-1, still wasn't as ugly as that one, if you ask me. He committed 5 errors. Couldn't make plays in the field. But just second game on this road trip, you have to wash. It's going to be frustrating. It's not supposed to look like this, right? They know they're a good team. We know it's early. They're still waiting to put a good stretch together.
Right. It's a very talented ball club.
We will put a good stretch
really
together.
Players.
I don't know if it'll be too late, though. No, I think we'll be above 500 again. I mean, that's pretty much for certain, but...
3-2. Hammer foul.
I think we'll have about 90 wins. I think that'll be enough to make the playoffs.
I know it's hard to say tonight. You give up 16 runs and 16 hits, but to me, this ball club is still about the offense. Right? It's about putting up 5, 6, 7 runs on the board.
The middle, backhanded by Hamilton. Got him to tie the side. Another run in, 16-1 the Rays.
The face of the game of baseball is running through this guy right here.
That dude has electricity coming out of his pores.
You're changing the sport, man. Go out there every day and give them 100%.
Every day he does something that draws your attention.
Green is cooking with gas.
It feels like he's finally put it all together. I think Hunter Green's about to become a super ace of a playoff team. That's what the Cincinnati Reds are going to be in 2025.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family. Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do.
To entertainment. Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
If you didn't delete it, it wouldn't have kept doing. Shaden, you're a fucking bitch. I almost said a bad or a worse word when I didn't.
Only you can control your journey's evolution. It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
Top of the ninth, top of the order, Jarren Duran, 1 for 3. Our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business back on Red Sox baseball again. Tanner Houck, one tough night, 11 earned runs. That is a career high for Tanner. That was the story. 9 runs in the third inning for Tampa Bay. They kept on rolling. They lead it 16-1.
We're a third inning.
Chirping Jarren Duran.
Going into it now. 14 hitters, 9 hits, 9 runs.
Said 27 minutes. It felt a lot longer than that. Flying to left center.
That'll be out number 1.
And Montez to put it away. Duran 1 for 4. And Sable will hit now for Rafi Devers, who went 0 for 3. Blake Sable will hit.
Here's Blake Sable.
The attendance here tonight at Steinbrenner Field, 10,046. That is a sellout. At the spring training home of the Yankees.
Blake Sable's coming in for Rafael Devers.
All season this year. After the devastation at the hurricane caused to Tropicana Field. (1-0) to Sable.
Doesn't really come into play here tonight, but we were talking a while ago. The Angels right here, Mike Trout lost a couple of balls. Gets above those lights. He said he just couldn't see it anymore. Kind of dark right around that warning track, especially in center field.
There's a base hit from Blake Sable.
And he's aboard with 1 down in the 9th. And for Alex Bregman.
Sable get the pinch hitter, get the change up. See if he gets.
So in will come Alex Bregman. It's 0 for 3 tonight, 278 on the year.
A long night for Alex. He's 0 for 3 with an error.
So I guess statistically he should hit here.
He's
gonna hit.
The third 2 times and struck out.
That's something we can all agree on. The Yankees suck.
Swing and a miss. Did not see that pitch very well.
Strike 2.
The home of the Yankees spring training. People aren't being very nice.
I don't think that's what's been heard here very often.
Yeah, this is the Yankees' home.
2 strikes on Bregman. And he'll pop it up. High off third.
And that'll be foul. If I will say anything nice to the Yankees, I did say it earlier, but I guess it was pretty cool of them to allow the Rays to play here. Just to be that welcoming them with open arms and be hospitable. I guess that was cool. Not very Yankee-like, you know. Usually they're assholes, but that was a pretty cool move. Baseball's a big family.
2 pitch to Bregman.
That's strike 3. Out number 2, 1 out away. We're gonna come back, y'all.
2 down.
I saw some people have their rally caps on. Like, that's ridiculous.
Knight he'd like to forget. He is not alone. Julio Abreu 3 times has struck out tonight. And they'll foul it off for strike 1. So Williams sitting at 321. Got a man at first not being held.
One. Jesus fucking Christ,
will
dude.
join us for game number 2 at 7:05 tomorrow night. Walker Buehler against Ryan Pepio. The liner in right field.
That'll be a base hit. Ooh.
Magnum cannot make the play. Into second base, Sable.
So we got runners on first and second.
So Williams salvages something tonight. He's got a base hit.
That's a night saver right there. That's what that's called. You're 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts. Putting a really nice start to the year together. Come up here 1 for 4. Story looking to get his second hit. Similar situation.
Yeah, a couple of strikeouts and a base hit.
Well, these are the at-bats that sort of count. But these guys, listen, you don't want to give these ones away. You know, you could have 10, 12, 20 of these in a year.
So Trevor Story's in.
Or something.
1 for 3 tonight. 309 average.
Man,
Foul.
if you just give them away. You're always looking to get greedy, get another hit.
1-1.
That's what separates the professionals. Spots like this, quality at bat despite the score.
And that'll be hit far out, and that'll be caught. So the Red Sox, on a night that they should have came in here and at least put up a good fight, just get absolutely destroyed. They'll lose 16-1 to the Tampa Bay Rays.
And show up, you still
Unfortunate night.
Win a ball game, try to win a series, but this one was ugly from the beginning. And again, he gave up all those runs. I still want to see this offense get clicking here now in the warm weather and a good park to hit.
Got to see the offense get clicking. I think this is the place to do it. Like, the minor league parks have allowed for a lot of offense this year. And I mean, we saw it with the Rays tonight, but
stay tuned. WB Mason X Range Live.
Unfortunate night. Unfortunate loss. Gotta update this.
Coming up after the break.
So yeah, Red Sox lose 16-1 to the Tampa Bay Rays here from Tampa, Florida tonight on April 14th, 2025. For the Tampa Bay Rays, Yandy Diaz had a home run in the first inning off of Tanner Houck. Misner had 2 home runs. Cameron Misner had 2 home runs tonight. One in the second inning off of Tanner Houck, and then one in the 8th inning off of Brandon Bernardino. And then Caminero, Junior Caminero, had a home run in the 5th inning off of Michael Fulmer. Jonathan Aranda had 2 RBIs. Junior Caminero had 2 RBIs. Yandy Diaz had 2 RBIs. Danny Jansen had an RBI. Brandon Lau had 2 RBIs. Magnum had 1 RBI. Cameron Misner had 3 RBIs. Christopher Morel had 2. And then Walsh had 1 RBI. Magnum had the stolen base in the 7th inning, or no, it was in the 2nd inning. I don't even know. Whatever. Pitching for the Tampa Bay Rays, Shane Baz got the win, his 2nd win on the year, bringing his record to 2-0. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, struck out 11. Gave up 1 home run and has a 1.42 ERA. Hunter Biggie pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 batters, has a 3.86 ERA. And then Eric Orzi pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 1 batter, and has a 0.00 ERA. For the Boston Red Sox tonight, Christian Campbell pretty much was the offense. He was 2 for 3 tonight. Had that home run in the 3rd inning off of Shane Baz. And then he had an RBI, obviously, with that home run. He was the only run scored tonight. Only RBI, only run scored, home run. He was it. No stolen bases tonight. Pitching for the Red Sox, Tanner Houck pitched 2 1/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 12 runs, 11 earned runs, walked 2 batters, struck out 1, gave up 2 home runs, and has a 9.16 ERA. Michael Fulmer pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, walked 2 batters, struck out 2, gave up 1 home run, and has a 10.13 ERA. Greg Weissert pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, Struck out 2 batters, has a 2.45 ERA, so pretty good for him tonight. Josh Winkowski pitched an inning and struck out the side. Struck out 3 batters, has a 2.70 ERA, so good for him. And then Brandon Bernardino pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run. That was the home run, so 1 home run, and then struck out 1 batter, and then has a 2.84 ERA. Time of the ball game tonight was 2 hours and 40 minutes and 53 seconds. Yeah, a rough one to lose, but yeah. Anyway, I will be live again Sunday for the Red Sox. I'll be live Friday night for the truck race at Rockingham. I'll be live at 4:45 for that. And then Saturday, I'll be live at 3:45 for the Xfinity race. And then Sunday, I'll be live for the Red Sox at, I think, what is it? What time is it on Sunday? 1:35, so I'll be live at 1:25. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to end this shit right here. I want to thank you bitches for watching.